Yo, what up, guys? Here we are. My name is Rob Ronaldo,
I'm
and
Tom. Welcome back.
yeah, welcome back for another podcast. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to everyone who downloaded our podcast. It's only been a week in this process, and we had about 16 downloads so far, so in a week. So for us, even if one just downloaded the podcast, I'll be happy. So 16 people already downloaded. Some of the he had a lot of people viewed the podcast, so it's a good start. That means whatever we're saying, whatever we should talk about it, it seems to do pretty well, no?
Yeah, thank you.
Today's podcast, we're talking about a few topics, and the first topic I'd like to talk about it is about the after the well, everyone is expecting the gyms to be reopened on the 4th of July, right? Even though the government hasn't officially announced it, but a lot of people, like even gym owners and everyone else, has been kind of get everything ready for the 4th of July, and apparently there'll be a few restrictions, like the time you're going to be able to use the gym, some other restrictions about even in America, apparently, if you use one piece of equipment, the person can't use the piece of equipment right next to you. You have to use at least a couple of meters a distance from you. So that's what I heard, which is sucks. We're not used to that kind of stuff. But
I mean,
I got good.
firstly, do you not think that gyms are open on 4th of July?
Yeah, I do. Even
Okay.
it hasn't been officially announced, but the info like from the gym owners is coming that the gyms are actually going to reopen the 4th of July. So
I got
uh,
good feelings. Good feelings.
yeah, and I think they have to reopen in the 4th of July, because if they don't, I'll probably say more than 50% of the independent gyms, they'll go bankrupt. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of gyms already are pretty much down the shit creek, aren't they?
Oh,
Um,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, um, yeah. Regards to restrictions, I mean, I think my gym's already said that I have to wear a mask and some gloves, which that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, even though masks don't do shit. But hey, if it makes people feel better,
Yeah, I think it's just like, obviously the government is going to put some guidelines over there in terms of using gym users, and I think people just try to have to follow it, and the gym owners have to follow the government guidelines. I think masks and gloves is going to be one of the priorities, I guess, and in cleaning the equipment or after you use or and stuff like that. And obviously I heard about, like, you have to kind of book your time in the gym, and you're not allowed to train more than 60 minutes. Do you think
well, I
that's going to
mean,
have?
like places like Pure Gym, I guess the booking would work way easier because they have like a live tracker, so you can see how many people are in the gym and stuff like that. So you can
I
go
agree.
online and like you can see how many people are in the gym.
I agree.
Um, so I mean, and as well, like I think it's Switzerland. Switzerland Pure Gym was the first gym to open and put these restrictions in, and they've got plastic sheets in between separating the cardio, the treadmills and stuff. They've like squared off like 2 meter sections of each of the gym, so like you're not allowed to be within 2 meters, even though Boris is now going to reduce the 2 meters to like 1 meter or something like that. But yeah, so they're like squared things off. They've boxed stuff up. Um, yeah, I mean, what do you think?
First of all, I'm kind of like surprised Pure Gym actually even reached to Switzerland. They must be doing something right. How much is the membership there in Switzerland?
Oh, well, like €5 or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh
like
no,
2 months.
francs. Is it francs?
Frank.
I don't know
No,
what they
no,
do.
not zeros. I think it's zeros, eh, right? It's about
Is- uh, uh, I
two
don't
years,
know.
2 years, 99 a month. Um, yeah, yeah. I think in terms of restriction, people just have to adapt to the new life, isn't it? As long as this virus is around us, it lives amongst us. This it is what it is. It's better this way or no other way. So,
I
in
mean,
terms of limited access, what do you think about the limited access to gym? You say, so if they said to you, you're only able to use the gym 1 hour a day, obviously for yourself because you're training, you need to, you work there. But what you gonna say about that? What's your thoughts about that?
I wouldn't have a problem. One, it might stop people texting all the time. Two, people might actually fucking work out. Three,
Yeah,
less like hogging the machines. I mean, we both really work out in about an hour, don't we? Like even
yeah,
just
about
you
an
and me
hour. Yeah,
training together, it's like an
yeah,
hour, and that's it. You're done. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's a problem. It's a good thing.
Yeah, you do, but you do have a lot of guys that spend more than an hour in the gym.
Oh
Guys and
yeah,
girls. You do have a lot there. But that's why they take the pre-workouts. Some of them, so they can text faster, right?
yeah. Scroll that Instagram hyper.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the pre-workouts are for.
That's
Yeah,
it.
uh, yeah. I think some people might find that they might struggle a little bit, but I don't think it's the case. Majority of people they'll be alright to training just 1 hour a day in the gym. I think they're
Yeah, I
just
mean,
happy to have where to
for
go.
most people, it's been like 4 months, 4 months of not training. And to be honest, like, getting back into the gym, if you shouldn't be able to do more than an hour. Like 4 months of lifting bands and pillowcases and shit. Like an hour should be good,
That's true.
right?
Not using the
Curling
proper
them
word.
them those brooms, the broomsticks.
That's yeah. Everyone's gonna be like gassed out after free exercises and like I'm done with this.
Okay, here's an interesting question. Top three machines that you think are getting like used hard when the gyms are open.
Definitely a Smith machine.
Oh,
Because you can do so
okay.
much. You can do pretty much everything on that, and definitely a cable machine and a squat rack. That's it.
You reckon a squat rack? Okay.
Well, yeah, you don't see
There's
many
some
people squat
optimism
nowadays.
there. I
Yeah,
think a
that's true.
leg
Yeah,
press.
yeah, maybe like press. Yeah, maybe leg press. Like some of them you can use a leg press to do shoulder press, and I've seen them. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Men's physique
but
guys.
yeah, yeah, it would be quite interesting to see what the thing's gonna play out. I truly think that the gyms is gonna be almost impossible to policing that new integrity in using the gyms. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the first 2, 3 weeks, people, maybe even a month, people will be like really militant. But then after that, I mean, fuck me. Shops are opening. They're not doing the social distancing thing. I've read some stuff where they're not, because the shop owner's like, well, we can't enforce it. And it's the same with gyms. Like, they're not going to be able to enforce it. I guess there's going to be a couple of like little irate people that will get really angry if people are in like, less than 2 meter radius. But
Well, I
yeah,
just
I
wonder
mean,
in the big corporation gyms, how they're gonna policy if you spend more than an hour in the gym? Is someone's gonna
oh
come to you and
yeah,
say,
that's a
"Yeah,
good point.
listen, dude, you've been here for like an hour, 10 minutes. It's time for you to fuck off." You know what I
Can you
mean? I
imagine
don't.
like in the hardcore gyms with like juice heads just
Yeah,
some skinny instructor comes along, yeah, hi,
yeah.
you need to go, and then he's just like, no. What are they gonna
No,
do?
that's what I'm saying. It's going to be extremely hard to policy in that type of policy now in terms of using the gym. But I don't think it's going to be it's going to be totally follow the guidelines are going to be followed properly, correctly by the
Yeah,
gym owners in the big corporations. But we'll see about that.
I mean, I guess the only plus is, I mean, my gym as well is that, I mean, it used to be so filthy, and there was a cleaner like once a month or something like that,
Oh, yeah.
optimistically. So now, like, yeah, they have to clean like what every couple of hours or something. So hey, silver lining.
Yeah, true, true. Cleaning is going to be a major part of this new implementation thing, the new world now. So that's actually a good positive side of it. So might be you see gyms are more cleaner now than ever been before. So it's a
Yeah.
good positive thing. Okay, moving on to the next topic. What you have on your list?
Um. You go for your. I mean, you go for yours, and I'll do mine at the end.
All right,
You
yeah.
want to talk about two bros?
Yeah, I talk about two bros. There's an interesting fact. Like when everyone is thinking about bodybuilding is over this year, and I work I work for the federation. We almost canceled all the shows for this year. There's a possibility we might have a running show in December, but even that, I just saying about like my own case. We had a meeting, and more than 50% of the representatives don't agree about freeing the show towards the end of the year. But I just a curiosity. I was just looking to two bros because I think they had the big announcement yesterday, and they put on like the schedule of four or five shows by the end of the year with the British finals. Coincidence or curiosity also, there's going to be an open show. There's going to be no qualification for it, and they're offering like a pro show, women physique pro show. So there's a few shows towards the end of the year. It's quite interesting thing because I don't actually know anyone that actually even training to compete right now. So I don't know if people's gonna kind of step when the gyms are reopened, it's gonna get step on the gym and go straight into a start prepping to compete in two bros. I just found quite an interesting thing.
So was this like a November show then?
Now apparently it starts off in September, and it runs to about October. For the way I looked into it. Obviously, it starts like there we go. On the 5th of September, women physique and women British finals. Then you have a Ben Wader International, his international show on the 3rd and 4th of October. Then after that, oh no. Then before that, on the 12th of September, men's British finals, and British Grand Prix women physique and bikini pro is the date is still yet to be announced. But so we have four free amateur shows, apparently open shows. Anyone can put their names down and pay the fee to the registration fee entering. So I think that's quite an interesting fact, considering I don't know anyone is actually training to compete.
Well, I mean, I see on Instagram. For me, I know a couple people that are doing preps on Instagram, still holding out. So I mean, I guess it's a payoff for the people that have held out all this time. Still want to do a show, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, well, in my opinion, like just give an example, men's British finals. So, assuming that they're gonna give out the pro card for the men's
oh
overall.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking, okay, there might
Oh
people be,
shit!
yeah,
I should go for that. No one
no,
will be training already.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Quality will be down.
Yeah, exactly. That's my case. That's my case. I'm thinking, in my personal opinion, is the sensation of getting your pro card is one thing when you're considering the quality and the standard probably is going to be lower. But then if in case you be awarding the pro card, how are you going to feel after that? Okay, I heard my pro card when
But
the took the gyms away for 6 months. You know what I mean? So
you know
are
what?
you
Instagram isn't going to care. They're just going to see pro bodybuilder right there. That's it.
true? Are you going to feel are you going to feel the great, like I accomplished the big thing in my, because I beat like nobody's, I beat
Yeah, but I got to say, I don't think most people think like you, like,
yeah.
where they're like, yeah, I'd like to be up against the best. I think they'd just be like, no, I just want the pro card. However, like if I have to pay someone or
Yeah.
like do a show where I'm the only person there, I'll do it. Like,
Yeah, I
uh,
think some people are looking at this as in a bit like I'd say an offensive way, thinking like, oh, these guys are money makers. They just try to get the money out of people, this and that. And because I heard about that controversy they had a few months back when people paid the entry fees,
yeah,
they didn't return the money, and there's a lot of stuff going around on social media, and there's a lot of people like showing that like their opinions against the two bros about because they're not refunding the people with the registration fees because the shows were canceled. But I think a lot of people are going to look at this like in a, almost like in a revolting way, saying like you shouldn't be doing this. But a lot of people are going to look at this and start like, oh, this is my opportunity now to get my pro card. So it's going to be like two sides of the story, and two ways, two sides, two different type of characters and people going to look the way
well,
they're going to look at this.
I mean, it'd be interesting as well because I mean, if it's a closed show and like no spectators allowed in there,
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to lose a lot of money, right? I mean, because just the cost of the venue, everything like that. I mean, the competitors, yeah, they make a lot of money for them, but I'm pretty sure spectators they make way more money out of spectators, right?
Yeah.
For a show.
The tickets are very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tickets are really expensive. I know the two
So
bros. He came in this country with a good like a good purpose in a good way of making our lives a lot easier. Especially a guy like me. I was banned from UKBFF for like 12 years. So
what
they give me
you? What?
yeah.
Why? What did you do?
Oh, it's a long story. It's a very long story. But anyway, the two bros give you like for guys like me to make this way back to try to earn my pro card. But in there'll be a lot of there's been a lot of controversies and a lot of things done it wrong in terms of like in bodybuilding what they brought to UK. But it's still people obviously don't. It's the only way to get the pro card really realistically. So
I mean, I
yeah,
just hope that like if they are saying they're gonna do it, just do it now because like, can you imagine? I'd be so fucking annoyed if I get in the gym. I mean, I'm not. I'm obviously not. I'm living the fat life now. But like, if I was starting a prep and I was going for it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, a month before, yes, cancelled." That would be.
That's the thing. It could happen
Yeah.
as well. So some people are talking about the second spike. It might happen. If it happen, the shows obviously they might have to get canceled. And we already know there's that problem that people they didn't refund the money to a lot of people pay the
Mm.
registration fee at the beginning of the year, and imagine if it happens again towards the end of the year.
But I
So
will say it's
we'll
impressive
see.
how they can actually afford to just
Yeah,
put the show up because
yeah.
it's expensive. I mean, they use some big venues, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. Obviously, they do. And obviously, to run even a pro show, it has to be something decent. But once again, there's a lot of people rubbing their hands and looking at this as a big opportunity to step on stage and getting great. Not everyone looks shit during the lockdown. There's a lot of people looking great. You know?
Are you stepping on stage, Rob? What's happening?
No,
You
no, no,
getting an IFBB card?
no, 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 no. No. Totally out of my thing right now. I need to get my surgery out of the way first. I'm just to hold on to that. No, not
Hey,
this
you
year.
might be one of 3 people on stage. That's good odds.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see the standard. I can guarantee. It's going to be very interesting to see the standard on these competitions. You
You
know.
just know that it's going to be loads of people from up north who have got their home gym set up and they come in looking incredible. It's game over.
All the people from up north, because we are like down south.
We
We
still
don't
have
give
the
a shit.
space.
Yeah, yeah. Those guys, it's true. They take every time I go up north. When I think like we down south, we take bodybuilding serious. Every time you travel up there, you like we nothing compared to those guys.
Yeah,
Those
it's
guys, they
just
live and breathe the sport. I mean, honestly,
yeah.
this is crazy. I guess pose a few times up there. It's just like it's unbelievable. You like I remember to get posed in a show, in a social club with rounded tables when families gathering around having dinner and watching the bodybuilding show. We're talking about
Wow.
like 100 families gathered around in rounded tables having dinner while watching the guys on stage. That's how they see bodybuilding. You
Well, I
know.
mean, I did the JP Grand Prix Classic or whatever on Stoke on Trent, the biggest shithole ever. It's where Eddie Hall comes from, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's where Strength Asylum is. Incredible gym, and I mean the guys were just put together in a lab. Like I mean, there's the guy that won a show. Like you could see striations on his quad from like the back end of the audience. Like I
Yeah,
mean, it was nuts. He was like
nuts.
he was like 125 kilos on stage, like ripped to
Oh
the
man.
bone. You know, like
Yeah, yeah, those guys, they do take to another level. I
it's
can
me,
and they,
you know.
and they notice that the northern competitors they last forever. They
Yeah,
continue to like these guys they never age. They must be like in the sixties and still doing like class one or class two. You know,
yeah.
yeah, they compete forever. They do take the sport to a total bodybuilding to a totally different level up there. So it's a
Oh.
good thing it's a good thing. Okay, I'm finished with my topic. So what you got?
So we just move on to the questions from Instagram. Actually, some good ones today. Most effective for fat loss, faster cardio versus long steady state versus like high intensity stuff. Hit. What are your thoughts on this?
Uh, Screw the hit, definitely screw the hit.
Right?
Um, for me, I've always found high intensity for 45 high intensity fasted high intensity for minimum 45 minutes a day. It works really well to everyone. I always saw that. And if you want to do cardio twice a day, I'll probably say medium or low intensity after the workout or late at night, but with a lot shorter duration. But I don't say hit. I probably say about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, but with the low, medium and low intensity. And that's for me. I've worked there with my clients, and for me that works the best. It depends how much body fat you carry, and depends how much body fat you want to lose. Some people might get away to do like a half an hour cardio a day, as long as it's high intensity. I think cardio you have to perform it like you're an athlete. You can't just stay there on a treadmill and looking at your heart rate and thinking, oh, I can't go higher than this because if I do this, I'm gonna start losing muscle. That's for me. That's bullshit. You do
I
cardio,
mean,
do cardio.
for me, I mean, I am strongly against hit because I did hit twice for 2 of my preps and I wasted away into a starving African. It was awful.
I
and
don't. Yeah.
and the people that gave it to me, you know, they were people with not as much muscle mass, and it would affect my workouts. That was the big thing. I couldn't go into my workouts because the hit just fucked me. Like I had no energy. I'm pretty sure I wasn't even doing hit like full out either. Like I don't even think I had the actual capacity to do hit like proper. But but I think you're right. Faster cardio, you know, it's just varying degrees of length. I think faster cardio is the best one for sure.
I think it's the best. I know I know that there is people that saying it's not scientifically proved. Then faster cardio is the best. But I think it is because everyone does faster cardio gets in shape.
Well, I mean, I notice as well, like if I do cardio after my workout, which to a degree is fasted, but it's not as fasted as first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
You know, I can do weeks of that, but as soon as I do actual fast cardio in the morning, like I can notice, you know, kind of daily changes.
yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think in my case, when I want to shed body fat, when I'm kind of feel I'm behind my prep, I'll probably do twice a day. As I said to you, I do an hour 40. I never do 45 minutes. Sometimes I put in my head I'm going to do 45 minutes. I always end up doing an hour cardio. And you know the morning because I get to the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I take my time stretching, waking up, 50 minutes to warm up my knees, then 45 minutes to go crazy. I Stairmaster is probably my favorite ones when I seem to the fat loss seems to melting away when I do that. I think everyone I know I spoke to about it, they select a Stairmaster is one of the best fat losses exercise you can do in the gym. And then I might do 20 minutes after the workout. Uh, if I'm behind my prep, if I don't, I just do my workout and I don't do any more cardio after that. You know.
yeah. I got to say as well, I think um, I used to do an incline walk on a treadmill, which you know was all right, but there's nothing better than a stairmaster. As I think stairmaster is the best fat loss, and it's not for the people that do the stupid little kickbacks as they're you know walking up the
Uh,
stairs and shit like that. No,
and sideways,
stop it.
sideways. Have you seen the sideways when you walk sideways?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
stop it. Or like
yeah,
wearing like little ankle weights and no, no. Just
yeah,
this stairmaster. Don't hold
yeah.
onto the rail and fucking walk up the stairs quick. That's it.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know what it's and normal people who actually do this funky stuff on the stairmaster. It's always the ones that actually don't look that good, you know.
Yeah, doing some press ups and some like
Yeah,
side bends
yeah,
and
yeah.
well, out of interest,
Then
what speed have you what have you gotten up to speed wise on a stairmaster?
I know I start off with I start like the first 10 minutes. I'm on a five. I'm on a five. Then the max I was doing like this year when I was prepping, I went to about 8.5.
Oh
You
wow,
know,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't go fast at all.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm trying to. Might be wrong. I know I'll go fast. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I start off on the 8, then I gradually increase to 10, then I finish on 12.
Oh okay, yeah, no, that's
Yeah. That's
that's fast.
that's what I do. That's I finish on 12. And when if 10 to 12 weeks time, I'm able to do on 12 like for 45 minutes. After I do my warm up is on
Wow.
8, 10. Then I'll do on 12. I'll go super fast. I swear. I know because I record them myself when I do, and I post on my Instagram, and you can see I'm dripping like I'm dripping sweat, you know, and
You know what? One of my clients can do. I think it's level 18. It's like a Terminator. I mean, what? Well, that's crazy.
no, you got to you have to perform your cardio, man. You have to
Yeah.
perform like you're an athlete. If you can't do it, like no one can perform like a proper athlete right at the beginning of your prep, but within 10 to 12 weeks of doing cardio every single day, you're gonna look like a machine. You're gonna perform like a machine. So because your fitness levels are so much higher.
Right. Quick other one. Classic. Best bum exercise.
Best bum exercise.
Best bum exercise. That's
Squats.
it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
walking sideways, all that bullshit stuff that is very amusing to watch. But it does for code to you squat, just squat. That's it.
You're right. I mean, I think through years of clients, some of the best bums I've ever created have just been some heavy squats. I think people overcomplicate it. Don't do the kickbacks. Kickbacks just literally they work your hip flexors rather than your actual glute. The worst one I hate. And that when you're on a leg press and the girls go on their side and they're just like it's like side
Yeah,
like
yeah,
no. That I mean
yeah.
it's awful.
Yeah,
Awful.
or when they use the platform, the heavy weight,
Yeah.
and use it
Yeah.
as a leg press. I know I've seen that. That's just. And when you look at the girl, she has no quads, she has no hamstrings, she doesn't have like a bum developed. That she has nothing. She's doing that. It's just. I don't know. I think because the girls they look into pop stars on Instagram would have like huge glutes and huge leg development doing this exercise, but obviously we all know the reason they have that package from heavy compound basic exercises,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they just do their funky stuff just to get more viewers or and stuff like that because just to make it a bit more complicated than it is, so you just get people to try. Same as the bands, we all know it was that girl, or I can't remember her name now, the Kardashians personal trainer, five or
Oh
six years
yeah.
ago. She decided to bring the brands to the market and she became multimillionaire. But we all know she didn't create that body using bands, didn't she? She was doing like a compound heavy exercises, but she thought, okay, let me just like get like a plastic bands and do these rubber bands and do these exercises and sell shit loads of them, millions of them, and make some money out of the industry. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. At the end of the day, she's making all money. Did the bands make her body look like that? No, they didn't. So, but you
But
get
yeah,
these 14, 16-year-old girls like thinking that's the way to go. So,
heavy squats and a heavy barbell hip thrust, that'll do it.
that'll
Or
do
even
it.
a heavy deadlift, some kind of
Yeah,
deadlift variant. Actually,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Just use
that's it.
barbell,
That's
man.
all you
That's
need.
it. That's all you need. You know?
we we'll take PayPal donations for that advice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the bar, it's not big. It's not like such a massive rocket science, man. Um,
We've got one final one, which is it's an easy question, and I don't know why they messaged me this, but someone said, "Who is the best bodybuilding coach in the Peterborough area for show prep?" Real simple. Rob Ronaldo, right there.
myself, Rob. Then,
No, it's not
the,
hard,
the,
is it?
yeah, even you can come up with 10 or 15 different names, but go look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So go
Yeah,
look at the results. The results don't lie. So you can't say, I know that guy, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this. Okay, you know them. What? Show me the results. If there's no results. So you
done.
can't come
Game over.
came over. So I don't need to brag myself. Other people bragging for me. So
Yeah, me.
that's it. That's
Oh
it.
shit! Right.
Uh,
Well, that's it.
that's it,
You got
right?
any more, or you? Is
I
that a
was
wrap?
gonna, I was gonna say about like the talk about what important talk. We're saying about that. What's her name? Like Gemma about
Oh, the skinny jabs.
skinny jobs. Skinny
Oh,
jobs.
come on
What's the,
now.
what's the last name? What's the last
uh,
name? Gemma what?
Collins.
Gemma
Gemma.
Collins. The skinny jobs. What you saying about that? Because I made a few. I had to comment. I have to make the post and I tagged. I was hoping she replied to me, but she never did.
You,
You
you're,
know.
you're not Insta famous enough. That's why.
Nah, nah. I know that guy James, the guy very popular on Instagram. I know James. He made the post, obviously aiming at her. It was obviously, he's very blunt and he don't give a shit. He doesn't care. So, what do you think about that? The skinny job thing,
Oh, you know what? I'm not a violent man, but some people need to just get punched in the face, and she's one of them. Like, it's just, it's just like,
Yeah.
one, it's false advertising because it suppresses your hunger hormone, ghrelin. It's not really going for, hey, you need to be in a calorie deficit, you need to exercise. There's just so many things that are wrong with promoting a skinny jab. It's just wow. I even had
But
some clients ask me about this. This was really annoying me. it's like, come on, guys, really? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that because I can guarantee she don't give a shit how many people watch like calling her out. She's still gonna make her money, and that's the people's gonna and there is people gonna purchase that, and there will
yeah,
people.
100%.
Yeah,
And the worst thing is, I actually followed and I went on the website and had a look and stuff like that. And it looks like it's pretty freaking easy to get. You know, they'll do a fake consultation, but basically, if you're fat and lazy, you're in. Just give them the money, send the money
yeah,
away.
yeah. She did it quite in a clever way as well because it's in June. We are in June, like summer is right the corner,
Yeah.
so she knows.
And another thing I'll say about the picture is, I'm sorry, right? But like, fuck me, it's not even an impressive transformation. Like, when you're the size of a whale, you dropping 5, 10 kilos, it's not impressive.
That's why I called her deluded because on the Instagram post she didn't say that a lot of people have been asking why she looks so amazing, which she obviously doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, oh, well, it's true. It's true.
It's true. I'll
Yeah,
just call that. You got to be very deluded. If you don't look amazing, you might look amazing in your boyfriend's eyes, in your mom's eyes, in your dad's eyes, but in the society eyes, you don't. So
what she should have done if she had some brains is wait until she's like a size 8 or something, which she'll never get to because she's lazy, and then say the skinny jab did that. But you know, it detracts from any form of hard work. Like one of my clients, you know, she's lost 12 kilos in 6 weeks. It's incredible. She has just worked her ass off. She hasn't cheated. She's just stuck to a diet and worked hard. That's what we should be celebrating and encouraging. Not this fucking bullshit of, oh, let me just jab myself with some chemicals. Ah, just
you know, I think she's probably running out of money. You know, she probably made a lot of money with that bullshit TV series. I don't want to mention. On the way to Essex. Um, then and I said she's not getting much work now because no one is filming, no one is recording. So okay, let me just like advertise this product, and I'm gonna get some kind of 4 or 5K endorsement from these guys. You know, that's
yeah.
probably this was really,
Wow,
really,
just probably just free jabs for her. That's probably what she got.
you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. She probably she I don't she's probably don't even use that to be fair, but if to be fair, but if she does, she's not doing anything helpful to her for herself, usually, you know.
I
So
mean, bottom line, there isn't an injection for hard work and consistency. So
yeah, it's kind of sad because she has 1.8 million followers, and she probably has a lot of teenager followers in the on the page, and he probably is gonna
yeah,
see
and
this.
even if like 10% of those people follow her,
Yeah,
she's affected. I mean, 10% of people's
yeah,
ideas, which is just awful.
yeah. You probably gonna see like a 16, 17-year-old girl, quite carrying quite a lot of weight, might buying his jobs behind his parents' back and
Yeah.
injecting herself. That's what she's probably gonna. That's probably she's gonna achieve. This what she's probably one of the she achieved. You know, which is sad, really. You know.
And I'm not too clued up on the side effects of this, but I mean, something that suppresses appetite. I mean, there's got to be some kind of short term or long term side effects of these jabs, right? I mean,
It's wrong.
they're
Anything is
probably going to get a rebound effect. I'd imagine if you're suppressing your hunger hormone, it's probably going to come back really wild and real aggressive, and then you'll just pile all the weight back on. I'm guessing.
yeah, like a slim world, same
Oh,
shit.
we should do an episode on Slimming World one time.
Yeah, let's do
Oh.
next one. Let's do next one. Okay, shall let's wrap this up.
All right. Well, yeah, done. Done.
Done.
We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Thanks for watching us, and we'll come back next week with a few more topics. Keep eyes on our podcast is also available on the Spotify. So after this podcast is going to be uploaded, we're going to share the details on the Spotify, so we'll be able to um, listen to it, and obviously going to be on our YouTube channel. And stay tuned. See you next time.
See ya.